Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If this is your first time seeing my channel, hello, I'm Noria. I'm currently doing my first ever hardest difficulty of any game ever, and I chose Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy, because the Mass Effect trilogy is my favorite gaming trilogy of all time. I absolutely adore it, and it just makes sense that if I'm challenging myself to do the hardest difficulty of a game, I go with the Mass Effect trilogy. Now, if you look through my playlist, I already have Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 complete, done on Insanity with all their DLCs. And now it is time for me to do Mass Effect 3. I like to consider myself an average everyday gamer. And so, therefore, if you want to see.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock.
Oh, hi, Diana.
Did Commander Shepard escape? She did, didn't she? Why would she be here unless she's seeing the council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have
Copeland.
to. Commander Shepard.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana
Diana
Alex,
Alice.
Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I miss Emily Wong.
I suppose you want an interview?
I always miss Emily Wong
Even
in Mass
better.
Effect 3.
I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why should we choose you?
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and
War
this
assets.
war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Tell your producers yes for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 footlocker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So we've got war assets. Thank you. So here is what, like I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm doing the game slowly. For those who are curious as to why, one, because this is Insanity. Every time I finish a mission or I finish a segment, I am usually grateful and I'll save there and keep it moving. That's the only way in which I've been able to keep myself sane. And so therefore, or rather, that has actually always been my gameplay. I don't like rushing things. Um, Hello, Avina.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Citadel.
Thank you.
This is Docking Bay D-24. Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for routine verification.
Any other important areas I should know about?
Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the
Memorial.
Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the CERTA Foundation. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate incarceration.
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D-24.
24.
According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about this bay. This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship Normandy. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
Stunning.
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
That's all.
I'm picking up all the missions and all of that. Yeah, I'm picking up all the missions and everything, so let's keep moving.
Okay. First deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
Palaven.
I'll read messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to pick up all the dialogue. They wouldn't say anything new. Wait, hold up. What? Yep. No extra. Yeah, I have to keep coming back and forth. But hello. Let's go.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
Huerta Memorial. Let's go check in on Ashley. Also,
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Thane. Nothing. Excuse-moi. Oh, so it's not until I go to Palaven. Hey,
Hello,
Avina.
Commander Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge
Dr.
is
Michelle.
Dr. Michelle. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E24 has been repurposed into temporary housing.
Yeah. Sorry, Avina. I already asked the other Avina this.
If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative,
Please go to Citadel embassies. Yeah.
Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the council was first established at the Citadel.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here.
Including Drell.
Memorial
Say.
all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Thank you, Avina. Okay. So,
Welcome to Certa.
yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
All profits from sales go to help new medical
Tennyson,
research.
because like we know, Ashley loves Tennyson. So we're going to grab this for her.
To the medical needs of all sapient life.
Yeah. One, of course, we're always going to do Medical capacity.
Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
Thank you. Tennyson.
Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
And also get her flowers.
Thank you for shopping.
So 5,000 credits, not bad. Not bad at all. So, Dr. Chakwas!
Shepard, there you are.
Hello, I've missed
You're here?
I'm
you.
working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy.
Yes,
that
I did.
Someone was critically injured.
Yes,
I came as fast
unfortunately.
as I could.
Oh,
We
thank
had a
you.
run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How is she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been
Oh,
6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I
wait,
was
hold up.
never officially part of Cerberus, and
Give
I'd
me a
gotten a
second.
proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors.
Yep.
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Now, here is the thing. I'm cackling. Okay, one, this episode clearly is not going to have any dialogue. We're just going to be exploring the Citadel and exploring the Normandy, right? Before we then start moving into combat. Let's just say it was not going to have any dialogue. I meant this episode is not going to have any combat. Not that it's not going to have any dialogue. That's just weird. But anyway, the thing is that if she said, "Oh, how have you been since for this past 6 months?" Right? That means the duration of the end of Mass Effect 2 and Arrival with Mass Effect 3, the time frame for that is 6 months. So if the time frame for that is 6 months, for those that romanced Jacob, that means within 6 months, Jacob was, with your shepherd, and then in that space of 6 months, he got with somebody else and got her pregnant. Like, what? What? Yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, I'm bringing Dr. Chakwas aboard just because I remember in the conversation and dialogue we had back in, I think Mass Effect 1. Was it Mass Effect 1? Yeah, I think it was Mass Effect 1 when she talked about how she's always been an army brat and she likes, working with soldiers, keeping them alive, patching them up, going along with them, doing our own bit to fight and support them. And I just feel like it makes perfect sense to be her that you bring on board with you to the Normandy as opposed to Dr. Michelle, who really does not want to be a part of the fight.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
And Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker's still aboard.
But I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
He has not been. I could tell you that for free. Like, look at the difference, right? Look at the difference. Compare that with, say, Dr. Michelle, who was not happy if you forcefully, signed her on board.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
I'm gonna
Humans aren't
cry.
allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
She's traumatized. She's traumatized. We're going to be listening to this throughout the entirety of the game. But she's traumatized and it's just so sad. Joker, your sister. Oh, Mass Effect 3 is so hard. Hi, Dr. Michelle.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in the Presidium Clinic. You gave me this chance.
I love it for you, girl.
You hear about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
How is Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst.
Yeah.
I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Hmm.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Thank you, Dr. Michelle. Damn. Yeah, the Batarians.
Patient stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
Just like ambient dialogue is also how we pick up like whatchamacallit, like side quests. And Mass Effect 3, I need all the side quests because like I'm playing on Insanity. Shepard, like, girl, you need all the okay. Nobody's saying anything? That's so
Hi,
weird.
Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid we
amputation.
have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
That's the problem.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
I'm sorry. War is brutal. War is brutal. Especially a war. Especially a war that could have been avoided if they had just listened to me. Did they listen to me though? Nope. Fine. It looks like maybe after I talk to Ashley, I will get dialogue again. By a disgraced Commander Shepard. Was I not right? Was I not right?
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing.
You'll be fine. She's going to do some tough luck to hope that maybe we'll wake her up.
You hang in there, all right? I need you
exactly.
out reporting for duty ASAP. You hear me, soldier? You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. See you soon.
See you soon. Yeah. So. Can I get dialogue now? Y'all are still not saying anything? For real? Nothing? Ah, I'm so upset. No. Yo, okay. So you all are probably like, no, why are you running up and down? Well, you see, I could have sworn that so is it that I do not get any side quest yet? Because like the focus is on getting me to Palaven ASAP. What? Hold up, let me see. Journal. Ah.
We were deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
I'm so sorry.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
Joker, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting
Welcome,
that.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One
Keep
moment, please.
forgetting. I keep forgetting. Mass Effect 3 is just depression. It's a
Now
depressing
arriving
game.
at Presidium Embassy.
Okay.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
Hi,
Welcome to
Avina.
Citadel Embassies.
Thank you.
The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District office.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D24,
Yeah.
which is
I've,
docking bay E24.
yeah.
For
I've
medical
listened
needs,
to this.
The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council
Yep.
was first established at the Citadel.
Where's the Spectre Requisitions office?
The Spectre Requisitions District office is down the hallway to
To
your
your left.
Note that requisition forms are available only to agents whose biometrics are verified and on file.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
That's it. Thanks.
Please speak with me again if you require further
Further
assistance.
assistance. Thank you, Avina. Yeah. That I want Reapers, yes. Why was I disgraced when you all were not listening to me? I warned you, I told you all.
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project.
Okay.
We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped.
Strike
Sadly, it was
Abyssal.
lost in the Shrike Abyssal.
Thank you.
Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Thank you. Thank you, diplomat, sir. Thank you. Okay, so
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached
any bit of dialogue to give me.
Perhaps you can help me.
I'm
looking for my son.
The depression.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. He hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter-in-law.
Damn. Depression. That is what Mass Effect 3 is. It's the game of depression. I'm so sad. Everything is just painful. Let's first go into Udina.
Commander, Councillor Udina said you'd be coming.
Yes.
If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Councillor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
Again.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers.
Which I warned all of you all of. I told you so!
And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders.
Which, if you had listened to me...
strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
No weapon.
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scales. It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
Well, they were unable to deploy it.
There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Boy, the council always pisses me off because I'm like, if y'all are just listening to me from like Mass Effect, fucking one will be better prepared. Javik is so right. All of you are stupid.
Sure as hell beats standing around and arguing about it.
Thank you.
And while I haven't always agreed with you, Dina, he's right about this. We need to stand together, now more than ever.
Tell them, Shepard. Tell them.
The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
Yep.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth,
wow,
we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding you.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you for real. Fuck you.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
Fuck all of you for real. Fuck you.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
Thank you, Liara. Very irritating people. If they had listened to me from the very jump.
Self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot in the council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Yeah.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
I did warn them.
I told you this would happen, and you did nothing.
They did nothing.
We can argue the past later if you like.
Fuck off.
But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you.
Thank you.
There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status.
Thank you.
And various resources will be made available to you.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
That went well.
Ugh.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
So many codex updates, which I would of course get to. That was weird. That was so strange. But hold up, let me see. Journal. Yeah. Strike Abyssal. Palaven. Then we have the codexes, secondary. We're still going to be going through the codex entries one at a
The
time.
Council. You saved their lives. And for what?
Odina?
Apologies that boil down to maybe later.
Hmm.
If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Good question.
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
At least it did that good a bit.
Any news from Earth?
That is constant news. All of it bad.
Fuck.
The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther.
Which if she had helped,
is out of his depth. The Solarians, like their
would their space have collapsed? No.
They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
At least it was okay up until a certain point. Ugh, fucking Cerberus. But also, I repeat, if the Asaris had just listened, Nestia might have been saved. Might have been.
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
And I was there. It was a boom.
Here.
1 minute they were talking and we're like, what should we do, Shepard? And I was over here like, if you all are just listening to me, things would have been good. And then the next minute, kaboom, they're all blown to smithereens. Okay, so yeah. Thank you. Very stupid. They might have been actually, they might have been right. I'm not sure. Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Foreign Fleet Intel. Foreign Pilgrim Gen Volava Narnima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Gen Volan purchased tech including high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters from several ship service centers. On Ilium, another Quarian Pilgrim unidentified was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. Reapers are here, and what are the Quarians doing? The Pilgrim was later saying that its pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests the Quarian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Veil. Yes, they're going after the girl. Fucking stupid. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with Geth. Fucking ass dumbasses. The Lulu. The Lulu. The Lulu. Do you know what? Oh, it would be nice to get this. I can't afford any of this yet. Right? I can't. Oh, the Black Widow looks so sexy. I cannot. Oh, I want to get a Typhoon. I want to get a Typhoon. Gareth. Okay, let me get. Sorry. Thank you. So, yes, let's enter the shooting range. I don't know why I'm entering the shooting range though, but like, just for fun. Let me see. What can I use? Okay. Ba la 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 la. Modify. Yep. Confirm. Modify. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry. Yes. So, da da da. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I have done what I wanted to do. Yep. Sorry. Let me see. Nothing new. Nothing new to get here. Let's go. Thank you. Let's go see. Nothing. No ambient dialogue to pick up missions. Disappointed. Hold on. Okay. So, because I was like, what? Yeah.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The
Jelani.
Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians?
Poor baby.
I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has
Ask questions. Fuck Elisa.
Damn press.
So you're keeping the peace?
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
You kind of are.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts, I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
So I take the job.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me.
Oh, trust me, we know.
With politicians. I hate political BS.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here on my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
I'm sorry.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close. I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here. Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. Well, I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition.
Mm-hmm.
He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigated.
Suspected.
Find anything incriminating?
Nope.
Yeah, enough to arrest him. When Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him.
Things were all
Udina
aligned.
rewarded me with the promotion.
Huh.
Near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war is being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
Hmm.
You got loved ones out there?
All right.
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and...
A son and daughter.
And a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep.
Good
talking to you, Shepard.
Good talking to you too, Bailey. Thank you. Let's see. So we're going down. Yep. Da.
Commander Shepard.
Hi.
Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Hi, Khalifa.
Commander Shepard. Khalifa bint Seen and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked?
Yes.
How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
Girl.
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Kalisa, we're doing everything we can.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
Like, that's the only time I pick an L2 for her. Because you can tell that she's like,
but I need your help.
her heart is breaking.
Keep asking the hard questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander.
Yeah.
We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'm glad you're on our side.
Because you can tell she's losing it. And it's like, it's logical that she acts the way she does. Yes, thank you. What I said. Hey, James.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here with the elite of the galaxy.
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful, but it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It is.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
Eventually they will.
A rude awakening. Every species will fall one by one if they don't work with us.
No shit. Can't believe it's even up for debate.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but...
But?
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Whatever
Glad
it
to
takes.
hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Okay, so let us go.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Nation.
One moment, please.
One moment, please.
Now arriving at docking
What?
bay D-24.
I was about to say Weta Memorial again, which would have been the Lulu of me. So yeah,
So you're just silent behind enemy lines until the war is over.
I'm eavesdropping on their conversation, by the way.
We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area.
Mm.
Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
Okay, so this is like where when next I come back, we'll listen again in on their conversation. And like I don't think there's any other weird. I could have sworn that there was a Cerberus mission I was meant to pick up here on the Citadel, but alas, it looks like I am not going to get it. So we're going to come back to it eventually later, I guess. Ah, the nightmares. Shepard. Preston. That poor child. 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 Sound effect. God damn. Nightmares.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
No.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Honestly, they're
The
fighting.
Reapers are here, now. And the Council, the other races, are only interested in looking after themselves. How many civilians are dying while they wait for us to make the first move?
At least the Council can't deny the Reapers exist. They'll come around. They've got to.
How long would it take them to the...
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon.
Hi,
I
trainer.
thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D.
I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
I need the Normandy functional. What exactly have you done to my ship?
We upgraded communications and removed most of the Cerberus tech, Commander.
Meaning?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation.
Edie.
I would prefer that she remain.
Oh.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI.
Well,
Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a
Our voice is attractive. Samantha Trainer.
In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room.
Which is logical.
And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now.
Nice.
Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Got it. Hackett.
Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
They are useless.
Council's been a pain in my ass from day one. I'm done with them.
Then what's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
Yep.
It's finished?
Got it, sir.
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
We'll get it done.
Count on it, sir.
It's not just me, it's everyone back on Earth. Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces have to hold out until we deal with the enemy.
I understand, Admiral.
I tend to play Shepard in Mass Effect 3 as a mix of Renegade, Paragon options. Because she's a bit more level-headed and balanced at this point. But she also realizes that she needs to work with people in order to, basically get her work done. Okay. So, hold on. Okay. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. Alliance right now is at 655. The Alliance Engineering Corps cut roads through mountains and bases on asteroids, while the bulk of the AEC has active wartime duties. The apparatus are helping build a device of Prothean origin recovered on Mars. Due to the staggering amount of raw materials required, the AEC has been given unprecedented emergency funding for any Alliance resources that will not interfere with the deployment of troops. 103 Marine Division. The old saying, every Marine is a rifleman, still holds true in the Alliance. Every Marine enlistee, from clerk to sniper, goes through a period of infantry training. As a result, the 103rd Marine Division is Earth's largest collection of Special Forces soldiers. Officers from notable battles such as the Scalian Blitz and the First Contact War run harsh training exercises in a variety of environments, insisting the Marines be prepared to storm any beach on any planet. This training has been useful in the Reaper War, as the 103rd can be fighting in an Arctic desert one week and crawling through jungles the next. And then we have the Alliance First Fleet for 65. The First Fleet was stationed near the Charon Relay when the Reapers invaded the Sol system. By the time Admiral Hackett issued the order to retreat to size, once the largest in the Alliance Navy had been cut by half. Commanding Admiral Inez Lindholm made the painful decision to use a tenth of the fleet's remaining vessels as cover so the remainder could escape. Her gamble paid off as the First Fleet limped out of the relay to rally with the rest of the Alliance forces on the run. Updated. This fleet lost a third of his vessels protecting the Council during the Battle of the Citadel 2 years ago. Unfortunately, the Alliance did not have the time to rebuild the fleet to its previous strength before the Reapers invaded. Then Alliance Third Fleet, also 65. Stations at Arcturus, the Third Fleet is headed by Admiral Nitesh Singh. When the Reapers came for the station, Singh had already pulled his command ship, the SSV Logan, back to an ideal firing position for its mass-accelerated cannon. The Dreadnought's gun managed to slow down the destroyer before it could demolish the Third Fleet, but Singh was first to retreat in the face of overwhelming opposition from its Reapers. Once again, the fleet lost a third of its vessels protecting the Council during the Battle of the Citadel. 2 years ago, unfortunately, the Alliance did not have time to rebuild the fleet to its previous strength before the Reapers attacked. Alliance Fifth Fleet also testified. Fifth Fleet became famous among the galaxy after spearheading Alliance forces at the Battle of the Citadel. It was guarding Arcturus Station when the Reapers attacked. After a bloody and desperate battle, Admiral Hackett gave the order to retreat, sacrificing the entirety of the Alliance Second Fleet to give the Third and Fifth Fleet the chance to escape. The Fifth Fleet's engineers are busy repairing its damaged vessels, grimly anticipating a return to Earth and revenge against the Reapers. Same information as always. Then we have Diana Allers. Alliance News Network Diana Allers has been broadcasting from the Normandy, interviewing crew members and high-ranking Alliance officers to give the galaxy an insider's view of the war. This is 5. Then Alliance Frigate Normandy SR2, which is 115 points. When the original SSB Normandy was destroyed, Cerberus rebuilt the ship from stolen Alliance plans. Dubbed the SR2, the Alliance took the new Normandy apart and refitted some of its systems with new technology of its own. As a result, the SR2 Normandy is the highest performing frigate in the entire Alliance Navy and possibly the fastest ship in its class. The Normandy is commanded by Shepard, an Alliance officer and humanity's first Spectre. Updated. To bolster the Normandy's firepower, Commander Shepard installed a Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannon on the ship's undercarriage. Based on Reaper technology, the powerful weapon fires molten metal accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light. Updated. Before taking on the Collectors, Commander Shepard reinforced the Normandy's superstructure with Stellaris armor. This protective layer of carbon nanotube sheeting can withstand temperatures that would instantly vaporize more conventional armor. Updated. The Normandy has been upgraded with cyclonic barrier technology, CBT, allowing the ship's mass effect field projector to fire rapidly oscillating barriers that deflect rather than directly absorb kinetic shock. Then we have mineral resources. Yes, this is why we were farming. This is why we were mining all of Mass Effect 2. Commander Shepard uncovered significant elemental deposits while scanning planets with the Normandy SR2. When the Alliance dry docked the Normandy, they seized all recovered elements. This material surplus has gone towards building the Prothean device discovered on Mars. And then we have Kalista bint Sinan al-Jalani. Westerland News reporter Kalista bint Sinan el-Jalani reached out recently to her viewers with a wartime plea for unity and cooperation among all galactic species. Updated. Her sincerity touched extranet viewers, and donations for war relief efforts are pouring in, both to the Alliance and its alien allies. This is the 10 points. Okay, so I think that is it. Yes, right? So the Systems Alliance represents humanity's economic, political, and military tech throughout the galaxy. Its naval forces are led by Admiral Stephen Hackett. Allied forces are overrun by Reapers on multiple fronts and taking heavy casualties. Troop assisting in the final push will have a strength of 665. Chances of success are very, very poor. Yeah, we're going to boost it up. Like, what do you mean? Don't worry, we're gonna take our sweet, sweet time. We're gonna take our sweet, sweet time. Okay, so hold up. Let me see. This is the exploring the Normandy, picking up all the things that have been missing, doing new dialogue. Huh, weird. I could have sworn that there was stuff here. There isn't? Weird. Very weird. Okay, so, and it's not here? Wasn't like one of my ships? Like, wasn't one of my...
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, we can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Still, I warned them. Why are they guarding the borders? I warned them. I'm going to talk to Jacob.
The Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum.
Aha.
Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Because I was like, I could have sworn that there was some, Cerberus mission and all of that. Anyway, I said Jacob. I meant Joker. I meant Joker. I'm going to talk to Joker last. But first, yes. Let's go down to the crew deck. Okay. Oh, look at the names. Look at everybody's names. Hayden Alenko. This is why I always like getting the dot tagged missions, because it helps for me to be able to get everything. Oh, look at it. Look at it. The port observation. Oh, Kasumi, you would miss this, but also no more alcohol. I'm so sad. There they are, ruining my chances of making an alcoholic shepherd. Wow, for real. Wow. Life support. Thing. Aha. Awesome. Because now I'm picking stuff up. Model Destiny Ascension. Okay. Because I'm a ship collector. I'm a collector. First quarters. You all are having like bunk beds, being all serious. Alliance officers not talking compared to compared to Cerberus, where you could walk in on them gisting. And look at it, they totally locked me out of the men's. I wish they had that open so that I could still have that old dialogue of Shepherd, you're in the men's bathroom. Dr. Shackworth, how are you? Settled in?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
Yep.
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay.
I love it.
Feels like home.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Dr. Shackworth.
Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Okay.
I guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doctor.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics
I love
on your
Shackworth.
implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay.
Thank you.
And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
Thank you.
Did better. Sure didn't come cheap.
It did not come cheap at all.
You're the picture of health.
How's their inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
I did not work for Cerberus, I worked for you.
Work for them.
Oh,
we
true.
used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their
best ship. You know what? She has a point.
We used them.
No wonder that team is so pissed at me.
And now we are using their resources against them.
Elusive Man is so pissed at me.
So no, I don't regret it one.
I feel bad for him. Now that I think
Never
about it.
mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children.
Shackworth, look at her body. Her body is tea. Her body is banging.
I lose one or two.
Oh.
We need to end this war.
We do.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
I'll try my
Take
best.
care, Shepard.
Thank you. Yeah, I core. We're not reassigning powers. Nope, I'm okay. Oh yeah. There you go. Dr. Ava Core. Yes, let's go in to go look at the battery, the main, where our guns are. At least Soon, my boyfriend will be here, you all. Soon, my boyfriend will be here. Okay, so I'm looking. See, I could not climb down the stairs. You know, in Mass Effect 2, like there was no space. No space. No space. The main battery. Let's go to where Miranda was before. Okay. But now it is Liara's room. Hey, Liara. Shadow Broker Liara. My baby girl is the Shadow Broker. My baby girl is the Shadow Broker.
Commander Shepard.
Hey, Glyph.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Hi, Glyph.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to
a terminal in our office.
It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
Thank you, Glyph.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices.
Got it.
In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you.
Have a pleasant day. Thank you, Glyph. Liara, my Shadow Broker bestie.
Drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent Shadow Broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
We can figure out what it does later. Our priority is getting it built.
Just give me some warning before you flip the switch. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
I appreciate your help.
The thought means a lot, Liara.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't
I'm going to extend this to you when it's set here.
Good to be back, Shepard.
It's good to have you back, Liara.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
My nerdy girl.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship? Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on
Hagalas. Oh boy.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser.
I approve.
I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Neither did I.
You still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers.
Damn.
It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
Thank you, Glyph.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
Dr. Eva Core.
Later, Liara.
Of course.
Love you, Liara.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence recordings from your allied forces.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Tassoni has granted you access.
Thank you, Glyph. Prothean notes 2171 to 2185. Glyph, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device, Liara. 2171. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Dratira. Very exciting. Professor Enel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask for her opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment thesis on Prothean first contact protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Dushan was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the third age, not the fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. Attachment paper on a comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. 2183. Part 1. I'm going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruin fair, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack attachment paper on the end of Prothean Empire. 2183 Part 2. Goddess, this human shepherd, as the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual, subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling to say the least. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire with correction notes. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the collectors. It's chilling to know that they are the Protheans of at least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Attachment. Paper on Prothean biology. Wait, hold up. Okay, so message from Operative Ference the broker. I made contact with Kazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mechs on edge. The black market's unreliable and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance will be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? Farron. Yes. I hope we finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. My dearest Glyph. Yes, we can do. Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space, the kit's Omnigel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments, ammo capacity bonus, or shields. You know what? Because of the fact that it's shield, right? One, yes, I'm going to be using a lot of like shotguns. So it would be nice to have ammo compartment, but I can always switch to Nova if I want, right? Oh, none anymore. No, is that all? No. Okay.
Please enjoy your day.
Thank you, Glyph. Thank you, Glyph. I thank you, Glyph. Engineering. I thank you, Glyph. Engineering. Hey, Diana.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth.
Yeah.
The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings.
You're welcome.
I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Okay. Good for you. Okay, so... Oh, how come I never... It's so funny, I never came to this one. I did not realize that Diana had a couch. You know, I like to point out that that was Zaid's space, and Zaid would be upset that you put a couch on a bed because he liked to stand up and, you know, tell me about his glory days. I'm just saying that was like Zaid's thing. No, my baby grunts, they stealed it away. My baby grunt. My baby grunt. Oh yeah, that's true. Where is it? Wait, oh shit. No. What the heck? I thought I caught him. The hamster. My hamster. Yes, awesome. Caught my space hamster because I was like, boy, you're running everywhere. You're running everywhere. Space hamster. Hamsty. Hamsty. I caught him. Okay. So let us see. Hello, Engineer Adams.
Commander, welcome
Good
back
friend.
to Normandy. Or
welcome back, old
maybe
friend.
You should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's a beauty.
Incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build
a ship. Yep.
And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
Why?
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus.
Valid.
Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Glad to have you aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Is the new
we love to hear it.
The old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly.
I love it.
Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
We did that with Mass
Hopefully
Effect
that
2.
means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance.
Well, we can't do it too many times, because then the Reapers start chasing you all over the fucking map.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie.
No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Yeah. Okay, let's carry on.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Bye, Adams. Okay. So... Shuttle Bay. La 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 la. Yeah, weapons bench. Weapons upgrade. Yes, so what we're going to do is Predator. Shuriken. And then the katana. Yep. So, I can do Predator, Shuriken, and then katana, and that would be the last. Yep. Procurement interface. Yes, sir. Yep. Look at all of that. Yes, awesome. More spaceship. Because I would always take the... Oof, I'm almost out of money though. Oof. I'm almost out of money, so should I do my magazine upgrade or should I do piercing mod? Let's do piercing mod. That's all. Like I'm saving Lieutenant Cortez, but also let's change casual. So let me see. I like that casual. Yep. Yes, so we're gonna do shield. Thank you, shoulders. I don't mind this, so let's speak to Lieutenant Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot.
Hi, Steve.
Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Hello,
nice to meet you,
Steve.
Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
Okay.
He's always like that. You need to
chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
Thank you.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
Concur.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
And he did succeed.
Making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
He did succeed.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak.
He's so proud of that ship.
Upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design.
We love
Quick
it.
drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected.
Thank you.
She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious
Mr. Vega.
Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show,
Esteban.
First retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
Thank you.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
Heartbreak.
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago.
Heartbreak.
I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields.
Heartbreak.
The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm sorry.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
He was not really listening to us, was he? Because he did attempt to kill himself. Silly man. Upgraded. 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 I'm going to say hello to the... Going to say hello.
Hey there.
Hello there. Yep. All the things I purchased, and now I am broke again. We are moving. I need to get, I think that's exactly because I was like, there's like another ship, like more stuff to get. But let's say hello to James Vega.
Hey,
Lola.
how'd it go with the council?
Were you not present? Did I not run into you on the Citadel?
Non-committal, unhelpful.
This was a weird convo.
No?
Of course.
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld.
This just reminds me of the 100 pull-ups. Looking.
I did just come to chat, but I might stay for the show.
Have to work harder than that if you want me to blush. Not sure what there is to talk about.
My point is this.
You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Now, here is the thing. Like I said, it just reminds me of that bit of the whatever in the Citadel DLC when you have to do the pull-ups. I always do the 100 times pull-ups. That is one of the most boring things, but I do it just because I'm like, no, I'm not about to let James Vega be like, you did not do good as me. When we get around to that point, I would most likely like almost, if it's possible for me to 13 times speed through that for you, so you all do not watch me slowly count to 100 while I'm doing pull-ups.
Oh, I can dance.
Oh.
Okay, Lola.
Okay, Lola.
Let's do this.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
This is so funny.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Oof.
Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
Because you didn't need the intel.
We didn't really need the intel in the end.
Because I was there.
Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
Yeah.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Oof.
I do.
You a shrink too?
Kinda.
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
My pleasure.
Anytime.
Hey.
Don't worry, I get to do both.
Thanks for the dance, Lola.
You know what? Sometimes I can be like hard ass, but you know what? She kind of liked the Lola.
Lola, huh?
You kind of look like a Lola.
You're cute, so I'll let you get away with it. For now.
Don't worry, at least until I see my boyfriend.
Now you made me blush.
Don't worry, my boyfriend is coming soon. I will soon be picking up my boyfriend, Gareth Bacarian. Wait, hold up.
Hey again. What's up?
Do we have any new dialogue? Okay.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that.
It's okay.
Next topic.
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more.
Whatever.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle, retired military.
Oh, you will get to meet if you read the comics. The comics are so cool.
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life.
Read the comics, you all read the comics.
Dad? He's there.
Somewhere. Yeah.
But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore.
Nope.
I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So I'm a Lola, huh?
Yeah, my best friend's sister growing up was Lola. Older sister.
Right.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other?
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
Catch you later.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Okay, let me see. Is there anything else? I think I've picked up. Aha! Because I was like, thank you, Esteban.
Good to see you, Commander.
Okay, nice. Was there anyone here? Like, none? No Connors? Huh. Because I was like, I just knew it because I was like, there was someone this corner. Yes. Nice. Okay. Awesome. I think I've picked up. I still think that there's one in that CIC room corner place. Like, I think there's one there that is missing. Look at it. Look at my ships. My space hamster. It's not until we meet Kelly that I'll be able to get my fish again. So I'm sad. I miss my fish. Oh. From Stephen Hackett, Shepard, Alliance forces are stretching across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold points after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you are inbound. Hackett, reinstatement from Stephen Hackett. Commander Shepard, this letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Registration 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies, and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. Sincerely, Admiral Stephen Hackett. Emergency flash traffic urgent from Alliance Fleet Operations X1A.34. All Alliance military personnel. This is a galactic-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition stable 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol Systems at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Every enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. PI 9, subject my dog. Dear Commander Shepard, I'm a contractor working on the Normandy's Arctic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VIED emailed me to let me know I left my dog met unveiled. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trays, and 750 volt outlets. Thank you and sorry for the trouble. I promise you it won't be too much of a headache. Andrea Brown. She hates this. It's amazing. ANN alert. New article. Quarian fleet. From Alliance Network Information Partners by Rustius Villius ANN contributor. Citadel. Where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their own worlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the Normandy Quarians who were pushed off their own world by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Helium, the fleet left no stated destination, and there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. It almost did. It almost did. Read Villius's regular column, View of the Empire, exclusively on ANN. Welcome back, gift from Edie. While we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers, he suggested I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. So this is what I'm going to be switching to every time I'm going off of the ship onto the Citadel. You will find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. Thank you. You have an upgrade waiting from Glyph. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tisoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a present day, Glyph. Priority mission, Eden Prime. From Alliance Commander. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We're going to get Javik. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. What I intend to do is do this after I've gone to Palaven. So, it's going to take a while. So, for example, right now, priority for me is yes, info, power damage, power recharge. Oof. You know what? Oof. Yeah, let me do power recharge speed for her. Oh, but that is the sexiest outfit though. Power damage. Oh. Yes, so nope. Yes, power recharge speed. Shield. Weapon damage, yes. But let me see if I don't like that. Yes. Okay. Yes, so let's accept. Yeah, we're about done with stuff, so that is okay. We're going to play music because I like coming in and hearing music every time I come. Every time I come into the captain's quarters. So CIC. Who wants to see? I think that room. I'm wondering if that room. Hello. I'm still wondering if that room does not have my ship. Right? Like I could have sworn that there's meant to be a ship somewhere in here. Is it in here? Have I missed it? Well, if it's not here, well, that means I didn't find it then. Nothing to it. So we'll speak to Joker, and that would be where I'm going to end today's episode.
Commander Shepard.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to speak to Joker. There you go.
Hey, Commander.
Hey.
I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
Of course not.
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, Cerberus.
Valid.
Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. For old time's sake.
For old time's sake, indeed. Hi, Joker.
Commander.
Okay. So we are going to run. Then say hello to Samantha, and that would be done. That would be the end of the Citadel exploration and Normandy exploration, right?
Commander, come
Hello.
to check on your new recruit?
Yes.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to
6,000 credits.
and massage the gums.
But it came in handy in Citadel.
6,000
credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
I love her so much.
My family
Samantha.
didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I?
Yep.
Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you.
Thank you.
And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
She's awesome, and she did.
Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me.
Nerd brain. I love her so much.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
Unfortunately.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can count on anywhere being safe right now.
Yep.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on.
Okay.
Specialist.
This is just a repeat of my terminal. Yep. So this is how I'm going to end today's episode. It was long, but we explored the Citadel. We picked up a couple of missions. We've picked up my space hamster and all my pretty ships that I've been collecting. It is good for me to resume my collection of ships as I move forward. Tomorrow's episode is going to be shorter because I'm just going to do the Cerberus mission, and that is that. And then the day after that, we're going to do Palaven, which is important because we need to go pick up the love of my life, Gareth Parian. But this is what I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for granting me the gift of your time, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.